Hi, Coach Scott here. Today, let's talk about how to create automatic income. This comes from Tim Ferriss's book that he wrote called The 4-Hour Workweek. So let's talk about basic entrepreneurship. You can resell a product, or you can create your own product, or you can sell a license to a product. So now you can start running or creating your business. How do we start running this business with the least amount of work possible? One of the first things you should work on is elimination. Think about a job being busy. Sorry, think about a job. Being busy is a good thing in a job. Why? Because your boss looks at you and says, oh, that guy's a hard-working guy. Let's give him a raise. But when it comes to a business, especially a self-sustaining one, being busy is far from the goal. So forget about efficiency for the moment. For now, because performing an unimportant task well doesn't make it important. So that's why you need to eliminate unproductive tasks that don't produce any value. This is very important. You can use the 80-20 principle, which I actually talked about in another video recently, to help you with this. Because remember, 20% of the things that you bring you 80% of the results that you want, and vice versa. So a little trick you can do to help with elimination is to understand the Parkinson rule, which states that a task takes as much time as you give it. So if you give a task 8 hours, it will take 8 hours. But if you give it only 3 hours, your brain switches gears and eliminates the things that aren't absolutely necessary. You also need to remove yourself as the bottleneck of the business. So, for example, say that you have a hot dog stall and you are the only one running it. At this point, you are the bottleneck of the business because there's always a limit on what you can actually do on your own. For example, let's say that 50 people turn up at your stall all at once. You can actually only serve one person at a time. So many of the people will get tired of waiting and walk away and go somewhere else. But let's say that you hire 10 people. Now you're able to help and serve a lot more customers, and you are no longer the bottleneck in the business. This is one of the ways you can scale a business and create more profit. Let's say your business is growing, so you build more hot dog stalls and hire more people. Now you can actually remove yourself from the labor and focus more on marketing and managing the business to bring in even more clients or take a vacation. The next thing you can do is to utilize, outsourcing. In terms of, say, an online business, this could mean outsourcing, for example, content for a blog. So rather than you sitting down and writing an article every day, you can actually outsource this and save yourself a lot of time. Maybe if you're creating sales letters, you can outsource copywriting skills, which is a very important skill if you're writing sales letters. And if you haven't learned or mastered those skills, or it's not something of interest to you, it'd be much better to outsource that kind of work. Because and basically you can focus on the tasks that you find a lot more interesting and do away with the ones that you feel are tedious or boring. So outsource the ones that you don't want to do and focus on what you're good at and what your strengths are and what you enjoy doing and the ones that bring value to your business. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you like this training. If you did, please click on the link below and go to my Facebook group. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oops.